Okay, so if this is one of your vector and this is one of your vector a bar and b bar, if this is your a bar and this is your b bar, okay, when you're going to obtain the cross product of a cross b, you are going to put your palm on a and just curl your fingers towards your b. Okay, so if this is the backward pen, okay, this pen is my a bar and if this pen is my b bar, okay, and I'll just, if I'm interested to find a cross b, I'll just put my palm on a bar and I'll just curl my fingers towards b bar. And when I'm curling my fingers, my thumb is actually representing the direction of the vector a cross b. Okay, so you see, if I'll be curling this way, my thumb is representing upward, so that is, it is always perpendicular to the plane. Okay, this red pad is my plane, and in this plane my vectors a bar and b bar lie. So it says that, like, if a cross b is no, they have cross product, then the vector, the resultant vector, is actually perpendicular to the plane which contains these vectors. So if I have some normal vector perpendicular to this plane, okay, if I have some normal vector to this plane, and that unit vector is what the n cap means. Okay, so I hope that you can understand from that illustration. Okay, so your n cap is actually the normal vector which is perpendicular to the plane which actually in which this vectors lie. Okay, so let me say that this is the plane. Okay, and in for this plane the perpendicular vector, okay, the perpendicular vector is some n bar and that unit vector is some n cap. Okay, so that is the direction in which a bar cross b bar lie. Now let us dig into the concept where b bar cross a bar, we come across b bar cross a bar. When you are actually interested to see what is b bar cross a bar, you just know it was this case which is reversed to the first one. Okay, so the same case, like if this was your a bar and then you curl your fingers to b bar, okay, then you are actually obtaining that vector to be upward. Okay, so according to my example, this was my a bar. Okay, this was my a bar and this was my b bar. Okay, now curling fingers to a to b, a to b, that will go. Okay, so if I'll be placing my palm right here and my thumb is here, I'll be curling my fingers in anti-clockwise sense when you view it from above, and your resultant vector is perpendicular above the plane. Okay, so if I'm doing that, my vector, resultant vector, is upward a cross b. Now if I'll be trying to find b cross a, that is placing my palm on b and curling my fingers towards a, that is in clockwise sense. Okay, not the anti-clockwise sense, exactly the opposite of previous case. So your b cross a, your thumb finger is actually representing downward, so that is like your, this is your b cross a, the direction of b cross a, and this is the direction of your a cross b, right? Okay, so your b cross a is exactly opposite of a cross b. Okay, but in the case of dot product, your the a dot b is exactly equal to b dot a, but don't get confused. In this case, your b cross a is like exactly opposite of a cross b. Hey guys, if you haven't liked our video, do like our video to encourage and support us. Now let us look into some of the properties of your 3D coordinate system. So let us try to cross I cross j, okay, here j cross k, and here k cross I. Okay, so let us take your 3D Cartesian plane. Okay, when this is your x and this is your y and this is your z, okay, your I capitalized to x and your j capitalized towards your y and your k capitalized towards your z. Okay, so I cross j. Okay, I cross j, if you want to actually demonstrate yourself how this works, take a corner of room. Okay, take a corner of room and mention ij and k as three edges of the room. Okay, and then place your palm on I. Okay, so I'll assume this would be my I, and uh, I'll just assume that this is my I and I'm going to cross it towards my Y. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate. Okay, this way, and I'll be curling my fingers towards J. Okay, so when I'll be curling my fingers towards J, I have to always use right hand. Okay, don't forget that you have to always use your right hand. Okay, so if I'll be curling my fingers towards J, then your I cross j would be okay, right? So your I cross j is k cap. Okay, and your j cross k. J cross k, your j cross k, you just place your right hand on your j, okay? So it would be from j to k, curling your fingers from j to k, and it would look something like this, okay? And if you're curling your fingers from j to k, and your thumb will be right hand, okay? You only use your right hand, okay? Right hand thumb rule, okay? This is also known as right hand thumb rule. So use this for finding the cross product, okay, in general, okay? So when you're curling your fingers to k, then this thumb will be represented towards I. So this is your I cap, and your k cap cross I cap, okay? Your k cap cross I cap goes like this when you're placing your palm, right hand on your k, on k, and when you're trying to cross it towards I, okay? So it would look like something like this, okay? And if you're trying to curl your fingers towards I, this thumb will be going upward, that is your j cap. So I cross j is k, and j cross k is I, and k cross I is j. And you can also try these combinations. J cross I is exactly the reverse. A bar cross b bar is reverse of negative of b bar cross a bar, so it will be minus k, and k cross j will be your minus I, and simultaneously your I cross k will be your minus j. Okay, these are some basic properties. Okay, now I'll be showing you how does cross product work, and how do you calculate when you are given a problem based on cross product. Okay, so if you are given an a bar which has 2 I cap plus 2 j cap plus k cap, okay, and when you're given a b bar which says I cap plus 2 j cap plus 3 k cap, okay. So now let us say if you are asked your a cross b, okay, the vector a bar cross b bar, then what is this vector? Okay, so how do you do the cross product of this? So then in general, if you have two vectors a bar and b bar, and they are as usual xi cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap, okay, and b bar as x2 y cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap, okay. So your a bar cross b bar has got a formula that you are going to evaluate the determinant of this, of I, j and k, okay. So x1, x2, sorry, x1, y1 and z1, okay, all the coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap of a bar, and all the coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap in b bar. So that is x2, y2 and z2, okay. So this is your general formula for cross product. Then how are you going to open this determinant? Your determinant formula, from I think many of you are well aware from your math, but let me just give this formula for you. So I cap, so when you are actually considering I cap, you have to just close all the rows and columns of I cap, okay, and then you are going to just operate these two, cross product these two, okay, that is y1 z2 minus y2 z1, okay. And in second case, let us say it should be minus j, okay, minus j. And when you are selecting j, when you are actually selecting j, you should actually close this, okay, all the rows and columns of j. And when you're closing the rows and columns of j, that would appear like this. You're going to close the rows and columns of j like this, okay. And when you're going to close it, the left out things are x1 and z1, right? Okay, so that would be x1 z2 minus x2 z1. And in the third case, you are going to close the rows and columns of k, okay, this and this, then that would be, and in this case you are going to operate between x1 y1, okay, x1 y2 and x2 y1, okay, here in this case, okay. You're going to close this and you're going to operate this cross product them. So that would be your k into, this would be I cap, your j cap and k cap, and this would be x1 y2 minus x2 y1. Okay, it's that simple. Now we'll be trying the same for the above case. So my a bar was 2i cap plus 2j cap plus k cap. I hope. Let me check. Yeah, and my b bar was I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Yeah, it's correct. So now I'll be trying to cross this a cross b, and your a cross b is nothing but I, j and k. Okay, if you're new to this, actually this matter opening the determinant would be a bit clumsy to you, but on trying one or two problems, you'll be habituated to it. Okay, so in this I into 3 into 2, so 2 into 3 minus 2 into 1. Okay, minus j of 2 into 3 minus 1 into 1, right, plus k of 2 into 2 minus 2 into 1. So that would be I of 6 minus 2 is 4, 4i cap minus 6 minus 5, 6 minus 1 is 5, so minus 5j cap plus 4 minus 2 is 2, so 2k cap. So that would be 4i cap minus 5j cap plus 2k cap. So your a cross b is this. Okay, so if you are asked to find the unit normal vector of this a cross b, that would be your a cross b is actually mod a cross mod b into n cap, right? So your n cap is nothing but unit normal vector, so that would be a cross b by mod a cross b, right? So this will be 4i minus 5j plus 2k, right, by mod of a cross b is 16 plus 25 plus 4, right? So this would be 4i cap minus 5j cap plus 2k cap by root 45. Okay, this is your normal unit vector. Okay, so guys, I'll be catching you up in my next video with some problems on vector product. Okay, till then stay tuned to our channel, do like our videos and share our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon right beside. Thank you.